check out all this awesome silver. It doesn't look like silver, does it? But it certainly is. But it's silver that's been buried in the ground and it's been recently dug up. Hey everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins, shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. We're calling this video More Buried Treasure. Now you wanted to call this the title of this video Rise of the Buried Treasure because you recently saw The Rise of Skywalker. And I said no, that'd be fine for now, but not in 10 years time.
Yeah, that's
People
right.
wouldn't get it. So it's More Buried Treasure. Why do I say More Buried Treasure? Because recently we did a video called it was something about unboxing of buried treasure, and that's where we literally unboxed a monster box of eagles that had been buried in the ground for 6 years, and the coins were in absolute pristine condition.
They were.
And I'll put a link above to that particular video. You can check it out right now. But we wanted to make this second video to show you the juxtaposition to this silver right here, which you can tell is not in pristine condition. And so we want to show you what can happen in. It depends how you bury it. It depends where it's buried. Depends how long it's been buried for, etc. So it's not always the pristine condition, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
This has actually been buried a similar amount of time, 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
But the difference between the two is that the monster boxes of eagles were actually buried in the ground as sealed monster boxes. They weren't plastic bagged or anything.
No.
But the monster boxes still had the straps on.
Correct.
Some of this stuff, some of it was actually buried in a plastic toolbox, but most of it was literally buried in the dirt.
So
and you can actually see this. I just wiped the dirt off there.
Okay.
It literally was.
It was just naked in the dirt.
Yeah, just dumped in the dirt. The dirt was thrown over the top of it.
Wow.
And then 6-7 years later, the gentleman in question required some cash, so he got out a backhoe and he dug it all up and sifted through it and pulled out these bars.
Fantastic.
So this shows what you're going to do, kind of opposite to the sealed box.
Yep.
If you're just going to dump it in the dirt for 6 or 7 years, this is what it's going to look like when you pull it out.
Okay, there you go. Let's take a look at a little bit of what we've got here. There's some
It's a real mix.
There's a real mix, and some of it's actually I would call vintage bars for sure, and I think they're going to go for a bit more of a premium. If you take a look right here, that's an old Johnson Matthey 1 kilo bar right there. I love the toning on it. It's pretty cool. If you, that's a great way to get more of a premium. Bury your stuff in the ground, and then it gets all beautifully toned, and then you can sell it for more. We've got an old. I think this is an old SRM bar. Now I would call that a vintage premium bar, right there as well. That'll probably get sold on Instagram, I'd imagine, to one of our lovely international clients who like to buy the vintage silver.
Unless there's an Australian that wants it.
Unless there's an Australian that wants it. And we've also got some big, what's that, a 5 kilo? What is that? It's just a 5 kilo ABC bar. We've got a
old Perth Mint 100. Oh, it's not that old.
That's not the old Perth Mint. No. That's a right facing, just regular old current production Perth Mint bar.
It is.
You've got some Perth Mint kilos right there. That was probably buried in a box.
Yeah, I'd say this one was in the toolbox. It's just got dirt on it.
Yep, and we've even got just Pamp kilos. Man, I don't know if I've never seen a Pamp kilo been treated like that before. As in just buried and it comes out. Oh, look at that one.
That's beautiful colouring in it.
We should sell that for a premium, don't you think?
Dunno.
Hey, I wonder if it comes with its certificate.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Yeah, no, that is beautiful though. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So yes, again, this is what can happen if you bury your stuff.
Even the 10-ounce stuff.
Take a look at the back of that one, actually.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then you've got the I love this Academy 10-ounce. The colouring in it's just fantastic.
Yeah, that's really nice.
But,
Academy bar, hey?
Yeah. So this is what you're going to get. Like this is the other end of the spectrum.
Yes.
When you just dump it in the dirt.
Yep. That's very, very cool. And of course, they'll vary in condition depending on circumstance, depending on the climate in which you're in, all that stuff.
Where these were buried was a drier area of Victoria.
Okay.
Actually, somewhere up in the Golden Triangle.
What's the? Oh, don't tell me.
Most people know what the Golden Triangle is.
Well, tell me because I don't know what you're talking about.
So the Golden Triangle's Ballarat, Bendigo, Castlemaine, that kind of triangle.
Oh, okay.
Where they pulled out a lot of the gold during the gold rush era.
Gotcha. Sorry. Okay.
So it's up there, as you know. It's a fairly dry, rocky kind of region.
Okay.
And quite a bit dry lately because, as we all know, Eastern Australia, sorry, is going through several years of drought.
Sure.
So it hasn't been exposed to a lot of a boggy, wet kind of area.
Yep.
But very much a drier area, but not desert, having said that.
And this isn't the only stuff we have. We have some on the ground here as well. We picked some of the more manky looking ones, or more toned ones. We've got some other bars as well. I meant to, not manky. I retract my manky statement. And I would say beautifully toned.
Some of it's
but we've got some stuff down there as well. There's a few more hundred. Actually, some 5 kilo bars. Yeah, they were definitely 5 kilo bars. That looks like they weren't buried naked in the thing in the ground there. But I just want to show you a selection. This is the opposite end of what can happen when you bury your stuff, and it's more likely, depending on how well you take care. If you bury them naked, they're probably going to look like that. Yeah. And if you're cool with that and you like the toning, then hey, do it. Do it as an experiment. Just bury one in your backyard for 6 years. You know, just a pamp kilo or something. And of course, if you treat them really well, or if you buy a monster box of eagles and bury them in the backyard for 6 years, you never know, they might turn out like our original ones did, where we did that video. Again, I'll put a link above to that one, and those sold out really, really quickly. We may or may not be getting possibly more of those from the same seller. Is that correct? Is that the word on the street?
Word on the street is there's one more box coming in.
Okay.
And it might even have a San Fran strap around it.
San Francisco strap.
Yes.
Okay.
So vintage San Francisco mint.
The San Francisco strap sounds like a 1930s dance move or something. Good, that was good. I'm glad you laughed. So that is it, gang. Again, just showing you some more buried treasure. Of course, if you want to grab any of this stuff, we're probably actually going to put a bunch of this stuff in low premium. We're not going to put it in high premium.
No.
So a lot of these kilos, again, stuff like the SRM bar and the Johnson Matthey bar, they are still going to go with a slightly higher premium. But your regular, your PAMP kilos, and if there was some ABCs or SBAs in there right there, that's actually going to go in a low premium section.
It's an old Silver Stackers
and that's
SBA.
A Silver Stackers bar. We were selling some of these before. Silverstackers.com. So if you're watching this on silverstackers.com, the best forum for precious metals on the whole internet, and you want this particular toned bar, we'll put this in low premium. So if you buy a low premium bar, you can send us a message in the additional notes part of the order feature on the website, and you can request that bar if you really want it, and if we still have it, it's yours. First come, first served.
And look, it's worth getting one just for the curiosity factor, so you can actually...
a toned bar, absolutely.
Yeah, one of these. Like
absolutely.
It's beaten up a bit at low premium price.
Yeah.
So you can, you don't have to bury it yourself for 6 years. You can actually get one and have it in the cupboard to look at and see how they age, and show people, if you're into showing people part of your stack, just to see the difference between what a brand new one looks like and something that's been mistreated a little bit.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. So we're going to leave it at that. Of course, you should be heading over to bullionnow.com.au. Anything else we need to tell them?
That's it.
All right. Stay safe, be well. It's goodbye from me.
And from me too.
See you guys.
See ya.